All right, so I'm here with Samer Brax and Travis Marziani, and in this video, Travis and I are grilling Samer on the world of ManyChat, because Samer has somehow fell into being the ManyChat wizard of the Amazon space and e-commerce, or anything ManyChat. I guess it applies to more than just that. So we want to just dig into demystifying, figuring out the details. What is this for? How can we implement it in an easy way? So everything ManyChat in this video. Smash the like button, feed the algorithm, comments, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get into ManyChat.
Can you walk us through the whole process of ManyChat? Like how does it work from the beginning? Someone buys something on Amazon and then what?
Okay, so I'm assuming you're talking about the thank you card part of it?
Yeah, or like, what's the best way to use ManyChat for Amazon even?
I mean, there's a lot of ways. There's the pre-sale, part of things, and then there's the after-sale part of things. And what I've been using it the most so far, it's after someone buys, they opt into my ManyChat. And the way I do that is on a thank you card that they get inside the box, it says nothing about leaving a review, nothing about asking for anything. And it only says, if you'd like to get a video guide on how to use this product, or if you'd like 30% off your next, or whatever you can give them that they'd be interested in. And then I give them very specific instructions on how to scan so that they get into my ManyChat sequence. And if you don't know, there's a way that you can scan on Messenger, your Messenger app that you use for Facebook. And I put like 3 very specific icons of like step 1, click on this, step 2, click on that, step 3, scan here. Because I'm sure you guys don't know how, or have never scanned through ManyChat.
Until getting into this, but I heard that they were removing that. Is that true?
So apparently they're removing it in August. But the workaround would be to create a ManyChat landing page,
right?
And then you can either put that link there, or create another link and put it over there.
Anymore.
It wouldn't be a scan anymore unless there's some other way with QR codes. I'm waiting on Stephen Black to figure that out. I'll ask him.
Shout out to Stephen. So one thing I just want to clarify before we go deeper is like there's 2 sides to this, right? Like there's you could be running ads to get people into a ManyChat. We should also maybe even define it. It's basically a messenger bot, right? Like, so it's an automated messenger of your brand to be talking with customers. So we could either be using that pre-sale to run ads, try to get the customer to buy, or the way that you were just talking about is like after they buy, how do we engage them with the brand, get them into a community, get them more value, upsell them other products, all of these other things.
Yeah. So after, how to get reviews and how to ask them to join a bunch of things that you have, like Facebook groups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't explain, but ManyChat is it's like automating emails, but automating messages on Facebook. So Facebook Messenger.
And people are hyped about it because it's a higher open rates, higher engage, everything.
Yeah, open rates 80, 90%.
That's crazy.
Which is insane. You can broadcast messages, you can create flows that go up to like a year from today.
How much is is it like a monthly fee for running ManyChat? Or
I think it's $15 a month.
That's so cheap.
Yeah, it's
is it like unlimited contacts, or is it like?
I haven't seen any.
Huh.
Yeah, I think so.
So we talked about after they buy, that whole process, but you said you could also use it pre-sale?
Yeah, so I have used it pre-sale a tiny bit before. When I was trying to launch my product, I ran a bunch of ads where it was kind of a contest. And to hear about who won, they have to join my ManyChat link. So from there, the winner, I sent them to a Facebook post, which was in my Facebook group. So then I got to grow my ManyChat list and my Facebook group. And then I have them in ManyChat, which means when the product came out, gave them a bunch of discounts, people bought. And so that's before. And that's just one way to do it. And it's a pretty beginner way because it was my first time doing something like that. But then once you have them from that thank you card, what you need to do is give them a bunch of value so that they trust you, they like you, they respect you before you can ask them for anything else. So
how do you give that? Yeah, how do you give that value? Sorry.
So depending on what you're gonna give them, they scan it. And let's say you wanna give them videos on how to use the product, then they scan it, they get a message that says, click below to get the videos. And then you can send them to a landing page, which has the videos.
Cool.
Which is very easy to set up.
Yeah.
And when I did it, it was back in December when I launched the product, and it was during Christmas. I was traveling, and my product launched, and I did not know that it was ready to sell. I don't remember what went wrong, but it was at Amazon for a week without me knowing.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, I need to create that landing page. I need to do this. I was late for that and that. So I did the whole ManyChat and landing page thing in like 2 days without sleeping. So it's not hard to learn. You just have to do it.
I mean, so for myself or for people that haven't touched it at all, like what does it look like for people to set this up? Like, is it sort of dragging and dropping? Is it like, you know, because you can create different flows, and in my brain, it would get complicated when you think about doing different flows at different times and like, well, is this person in this one or this one? And are they overlapping and weird stuff? Like, how do you kind of like actually set up the framework for it?
Yeah, it's very visual. So you see like a box that says a message, and then you see something that links to another box that says another message. And with every box that I have, I tag them whether they clicked or not, or whether they went to a place or not. Which means that later, if I want to send them something, I always have if statements. So if they clicked here, they get that. If they did not, then they get a reminder after 5 hours. If they click there, then they go to a delay of 2 days, and then they get something else.
It's basically like, it's everything that people do with email, like except on like a faster text-based scale.
Yeah.
But like you can do all that in email. I mean, if you open this email, you get the next. If you didn't, you can click this.
Except now you're texting them to their phone.
It's faster feedback loop.
Yeah. And I guess opening a text and going to a landing page is a lot easier than opening an email.
Yeah. I think that's just the way it's going. I think Messenger's getting big. So, so on the pre-sale, on the driving sales side, you've built the list by doing a giveaway. What are like, whether you've done that or just heard from people like Stephen Black, what would be like the kind of like the best example scenario of like how to actually use this to drive sales? Like what would the ad look like? Would the ad just run them to would it be like one of those message me ads to get them into the funnel? What does the ad look like that actually gets them into a ManyChat funnel?
It can be, I mean, the ads, you can do a lot of, you know, the whole carpet bomb technique that Stephen talks about, where you run a video ad and you're not promoting anything. You're just, you know, for people to hear about you, and then you retarget people that watched it. But I did not do any of that, I don't think. All I did was, it was like a carousel. Is that how you say that word? Carousel? Carousel.
We don't know either.
It's a carousel. It's a bunch of images of my influencers using the product. So it's very organic looking. And then it was like, I'm trying to remember what it was, but I think it was, we're giving this away. I forgot to talk about this, but the way I launched my product was with ManyChat, and it was a whole rebate system. Other than the giveaway thing that I did a whole rebate thing where, if you know Rebate Key, the launch service, I pretty much created my own through ManyChat, where people would buy, they would give me their screenshot that they purchased, and then that screenshot goes into an Excel list, and then I had someone go in there and then refund these people. And it was a whole sequence of like, do you use PayPal, do you use Venmo, did you buy this, did you not? Reminder if they didn't buy it. And surprisingly, you get a lot of people that buy once you remind them. So not having that there is losing you a lot of sales.
Yeah, that's like the equivalent of abandoned cart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, obviously.
Which is high conversion.
Yeah.
In ManyChat, does it show like all your different, like, is it like emails where you can see, oh, I've got 2,000 contacts, or how does it?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I think it's called Audience, and then you can see everyone. You can see where they're tagged, where they came from. And then in your flow, if each message is a box, the box has numbers of how many people got the message, how many people opened it, and how many people clicked on whatever you have. So you can look at each single box. I'm not sponsored by ManyChat.
I know. This is affiliate links down
There's no affiliate link for it.
You could
it's
have
$15.
Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah.
You could have multiple things going on at once, right? So you could have like kind of like a newsletter flow or something.
Yeah.
Like every week they get a piece of content or something, and that just goes to everyone.
Yeah.
But then somebody else could be in the pre-purchase funnel, and somebody else could be in the post-purchase funnel, right? But are they only in one at a time, or are you having them on like the newsletter one at the same time, or have you not got that far?
I haven't gone that far.
I don't know if I'm phrasing it right, but do you know what I'm
No, that makes
getting at?
sense. So far, I've only had them in one sequence at a time. Alex, my roommate, he said that when he tried doing multiple sequences, it messed up a bit, but I'm not sure if there's a solution for it, but I haven't tried it.
Because I would think like, you would want just like a ongoing content strategy also.
Yeah.
Just for like an email list, like just like a weekly newsletter type of thing.
Yeah.
Not a newsletter.
That could be a broadcast.
Okay.
Which I've done. So you have the sequence, and then
So that just It goes to everyone.
Yeah, it
Okay,
goes-
so that's kind of what I'm getting at. So,
Okay.
and that would just go to everyone regardless of where they are. And this funnel, that funnel, they're just on the list. They're just on the main
You
list.
can send it to everyone tagged by something or
Right.
everyone.
So you could just say like,
Bought on if they bought on Amazon, send them all of this stuff.
right, new product.
And it can be a sequence,
Yeah.
a flow.
And you said the scan code, they're going to get rid of that. And then you said, how are you going to fix that? You're going to just create like a landing page, basically?
Yeah, so with, what do they call them on ManyChat? Growth tools, I think. They call them growth tools. So the scan code is one of the growth tools. Another one is a landing page where you go, there's a button that, like from the ManyChat site, and you go like click below to get whatever, or you can add an image. So that would be the landing page option. And then it's usually called ManyChat.com something, but you can have your own link and redirect it there.
Cool.
And then so that page would literally have a button to like join on Messenger.
Exactly. So it says send this on Messenger, and you get it on
And to
Messenger.
circle back to something I asked is for the Facebook ad then. So that message that actually gets them onto Messenger, are you sending them to a landing page like that, or are you doing like a message us or something to initiate?
No, there's a message ad.
Right. The message button is what is
Send
triggering
message.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's called a JSON ad or a JSON growth tool, which you can take that code they created, which has the flow in it, and then you put it in the ad. So the call to action would be click send message. They click that, and then they're in the flow.
Okay.
I think there's a two-step, what do you call it? Two-step opt-in
Oh,
where they
yeah.
have to
yeah.
where they have to click again
Right.
in the
yeah,
message.
like confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like
But-
yes, I want to receive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what percentage of people that receive your thing actually end up doing this whole process? So I don't know if I would do this. That's
I
the
know.
whole thing.
Yeah, it has to be a good offer, something that they actually need. I don't know if I'm lucky with my product where they actually need this.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they don't need
a
it, but it helps
guide.
them a lot. Yeah, like the guide helps them a lot. So with your product, would people need a guide? Or
So
would-
I was thinking about this as we were talking. I'd say like ways to eat it, recipes, and free samples of future products or something like that.
yeah, that should be
Yeah.
a good enough incentive. For me, it's been over 10%. So I think it's like 150 opt-ins from 1,200
Okay.
sales ish.
Yeah. And obviously, like I think part of like what you're getting at too is that like ManyChat is one tool to do this, but like what is the sort of advantage of doing it on ManyChat versus like join our email list, follow us on Instagram for
That's
recipes,
tough. Yeah, which
like it's kind of like I think it's great, but it can be intimidating too, which is why I want to get into like how to actually like do it. Where I asked some of that too, but like, how do you think it compares to those? Like, is it just the higher opt-in rates that's driving it to be more effective? Is it the higher
Compared to email?
compared to any other thing? It could be, and obviously you're using ManyChat to also drive to a Facebook group to things like that. But in theory, you could do those things without ManyChat too. Your insert card could say, sign up for this email list, and then for all those same reasons as you would say to ManyChat, and then an email could say join our Facebook group, or it could say follow us on Instagram for ads or for recipes or for a guide, or or it could be like just download this PDF guide, go to this / whatever. Like there's so many options that are maybe not ManyChat, but the advantage is in that it's just
It's a
high
direct
percentage,
message.
I think. Like it's a more engaged message.
Yeah, it's a direct message. With our Facebook groups, when we're promoting like a meetup that we have, it's so hard to get everyone to see it.
Yeah.
So with ManyChat, you're sending them that message. But now with my new card, I have both the ManyChat thing, but also a landing page to get emails. Because I've been getting some messages saying I don't have Facebook. So
Yeah, I would imagine that the messenger code thing would like
it's not the code, it's just not having Facebook.
well either. Yeah, I get that too. But I mean like how if I weren't in this Amazon world, I wouldn't know that you could scan messenger codes. So it's like how much of a just like technology drop off is there? Somebody that's 75 years old buys your product, they don't know what's going on, and just showed up.
Yeah. I mean, the only data that I have is the fact that I've had a bunch of emails saying that I don't have Facebook, and not that I don't know how to use this. So if they don't know how to use this, then maybe they didn't tell me. But they did tell me that they don't have Facebook. So that's the only thing that I can see. So I added a link that takes them to a squeeze page to get emails in case they don't have Facebook.
And it's a similar type of funnel set up through email.
Through email, yeah. That's going to be the next shipment.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
do you guys think about? I've been thinking a lot about this, like text messages. Is that something you guys have heard? Because I feel like I open all my text messages. It's I don't know if it's too personal. Like if someone, but I feel like if I at scale got a lot of phone numbers and could text people and saying, hey, by the way, just to let you know, especially if I can make it seem somewhat personal and not like spammy, just to let you know there's a 20% sale today. I feel like that would do really well.
I mean, it works very well in the courses business. People have been collecting phones more than before.
Yeah.
And they also use it to call people.
Yeah,
but that's because the course is more expensive.
$1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's worth a call.
But when it comes to products like this, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't do calls.
I haven't really heard of people doing it, but
Yeah.
I think that kind of brings up like a concern that people have with ManyChat too, which is that it's working now, but what if Facebook is just like, yeah, if you're a brand, like you're not going to reach your people like this.
That's very possible. I mean, they're removing the scan thing.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of like it was Gary Vee that said marketers ruin everything. Like, and I think that's not to well, I guess I might as well, like, one of the downsides of ManyChat is it's just like, is this like, yeah, it's working right now, but is this really a long-term thing, or is it just something that's going to get completely turned on its head? Like, I almost worry this could get turned on its head to a bigger impact than like Facebook changing their algorithm or Instagram changing their algorithm. Whereas this could just be like a hard, like, yeah, brands can't do that anymore type of thing. The reason I bring that up with the texting is because I think if I was being texted by a brand to buy, I mean, that would be like full on like spam. Like, I hate this. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, there's no way.
Isn't that what happened kind of with email? Like, when email first happened, it was, you opened everything, and then it turned into spam, and then it was on Gmail, it was on Yahoo to get rid of that stuff. Like, I wonder if for that to happen, Verizon, like, I don't know if you'd get in trouble. Like, I would just say, no, I'm texting them individually. You can't, I'm not spam.
To me, I feel like texting clearly goes past the line, and I think that line is gray with ManyChat of like, when will this just become not acceptable, or when will it get shaken up a little bit to like, this is acceptable, but this is not? Yeah,
because I mean, we can be the reason that people don't check Messenger anymore because they're annoyed. So Facebook would not be happy with that.
Right.
So that's very possible, which is why I'm collecting emails from ManyChat.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't think it's going to go away.
Yeah. Or it could be, pay to play type of thing. Like, if you're a brand page, you have to spend, 5 cents per contact that you send a message to.
That's for sure what's going to happen.
Yeah.
As you're saying this, Facebook will get money from this.
I mean, it's kind of amazing that it's even gone as long as it has.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Which is why I'm going to do as much as possible now before everything.
That's the key. So wait a minute, you get their email too. Is it an automated way, or do you just ask them for their email?
So there's a bunch of ways. Through ManyChat, you can ask them for an email, and then Facebook will show their email, so they can just click it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Or they can put in their own email.
Okay.
I don't do that because if they don't click it, then the flow is stuck there.
I see.
But you can always, create a flow that skips it in case no one answers. But the way I do it is with a landing page.
Okay.
For now, I could probably use it maybe in the future.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like another tool that feeds into all these other things. Like, so whether it went away or not, like you're using it to build email, you're using it to build Facebook
group, Instagram, Facebook page, Pixel, and email. And the way I do it is they get the first message, they get 2 pieces of value, and then I ask them for a review. Oh yeah, add review to that list. And then I ask them for a review. But then later I give them 2 other pieces of value, and I ask them for a review if they did not reply to the first review question. So each piece of value is a way for me to grow a platform. The first one is an email list and a pixel. The second one can be a Facebook group. So like, hey, this person posted in the group with these amazing tips. You want to check it out? Go there. And then, hey, this is our influencer who used them here on that Instagram post. So go to Instagram. By the way, follow for more. And then one of them can just be, hey, I'd love to invite you to our Facebook group where we can, continue that discussion.
Yeah, and I think that's where like the magic and also where it becomes a brand is when you have these platforms that are cross-promoting each other. And then I don't know if you've done this, but like then on Instagram you're saying, are you in our Facebook group? Or like on your emails you're like, are you on Instagram? It's like all this like interplay between the platforms. That's where and it creates authority for the brand. The more places you're seeing it, the more places that your messaging is consistent.
And then for getting reviews, there's a bunch of ways that I've tested. You can just be like, hey, would you mind leaving a review? And then you put the link that takes them straight to the review place. But you can also be like, how's your experience been? If they say good, then you can send them to Amazon.
Right.
If they say okay, then you can trigger to talk to them. If they say no, same thing.
Yeah.
Or you can even do how would you rate your experience, and then you give 5 options of like 5 stars, 4 stars, 3, and then the 5 one you go like, would you mind leaving this on Amazon? Send them there. 4, you ask them. 3, 2, 1, you talk to them.
It would be super interesting to take you could do this in a few ways, but say take your super fan customers, maybe people that have bought twice, people that bought 2 at a time, or even just anyone, and like get them to then become ambassadors, have a code, be affiliates.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, you're already doing that?
Yeah, I mean, for anyone that I'm reaching out to, they're getting a code that's permanent to them.
But you're doing that one by one influencers. I'm saying like through your customer base.
So you can tag people that have interacted the most, and
then put those into like a flow to make them
Yeah.
sign up to be an ambassador, affiliate, whatever.
Yeah. I've actually started tagging
Because your
people.
customers are your best affiliates.
Yeah. Yeah. I've actually started tagging people that are most unhappy. So like anytime someone complains, their tag does unhappy. So in the future, I want to give them more or like help them out more. So I could do the opposite.
Or even give them less and just like, because I mean, you could try to turn them around, but you could also just be like, yeah, we probably shouldn't ask you for this or
That too,
this, and
yeah.
just kind of like put them off to the side.
That too.
Both are possible. Yeah.
And there's seller.tools.
Yeah.
So they've integrated a way with ManyChat to get buyers, what's it called? Like where their product is, their tracking information. They can get their tracking information, but they can also create codes through ManyChat from like an API.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but yeah.
Well, it's all pretty cool stuff, and I'm sure it can be scary to people. So, what do you tell them to people that are intimidated by this process?
Number 1, watch my video where I show you exactly how to do it, because I did a whole flow and it took me so much time, so please watch it. And then number 2, if you don't know how to do it, start with one message or one small sequence and then grow from there. Because I did not start with a flow this big. I started with like, here's your video guide. But then I added something, and then I added retargeting, and then it grew to this.
Yeah.
But now it's easier to grow a big thing.
Awesome.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Cool. Yeah, really cool. I think honestly for me, I think it'd be the first step before I start doing all that other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I started. First step, and then play around.
Yeah.
All right, so that was super interesting. Hopefully that inspired some of you guys to start up on ManyChat. I know I probably have to take a deeper dive in myself. You might feel the same way, Travis. So if you like this video, there will be links in the description to Samer's channel. I'll try to link that specific video too, and Travis's channel. You should check out Travis and like this video, subscribe, hit the bell. How do you do a bell? Bell, and feed the algorithm, leave comments, all that. So thanks for watching. See ya.
Peace.